Okay, okay. Hello, this is Jaiye. You on the Jamin Show. My guest today is singer Brittany Bloom. Hi, Brittany. Good to see you today.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So good to have you on the show. Okay, so I guess my first question is can you tell me a little bit about your background? What got you started in music as a singer?
Yeah, so I've been singing since I was a little girl, the whole singing since, was young in church. Pretty much the same story here. My aunt, on my dad's side, she is actually, or she recently passed, was a singer in the band Chic with Nile Rodgers. So my especially my dad's side of the family, my family are musicians and singers, and so I definitely grew up with that influence around. So that's definitely how I got started, and it's just something that kept evolving as I got older.
Oh, I see.
hmm
That's fun over here. So what's the artist that you admire the most in inspires you?
well, I actually have to. I really admire vocally Brandy. She's like
Okay.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
artists, and an artist that really inspires me is Solange Knowles. I just love her
Mhm.
spirit and the art that
Mhm.
she brings. hmm
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say, I those are my favorite artists too, because I met Solange in Boston. She was very nice, and yeah,
Oh
so
wow, that's awesome.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah, so yeah, and so I guess my next question is what advice can you give artists like myself that want to be singers or act? Like, what advice can you give us?
Um, Honestly, I would just say to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to accomplish it if you don't get out and do it. So it's really just once you take one step,
Mm-hmm.
then everything else will like fall into place or come to you. So
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so can you tell me about your song "Breathe"? What that song is about? That's wonderful.
okay. Oh, thank you. Honestly, Breathe came from a very real place at a time that I was very broken, and decided to release it last year during the pandemic. I thought it thought it was just a good timing to for a lot of people that needed some time to take a break, breathe through the situation, not only with Black Lives Matter, like in social injustice, but just with the pandemic itself, and just taking the time to like regroup for people who have been just broken and don't know what to do and where to turn. It's always good to uh, sit for a minute, breathe through the situation, and understand that things could always be worse, and there is a positive light and a light at the end of the tunnel.
Mhm. Yes, true. Okay. How has the pandemic affected you in your career so far?
Um, well, it definitely put a halt on some shows. I'm doing a few shows here and there, nothing like how it would have been or it was, before the pandemic. But it definitely forced creatives alike to figure out different ways to do things. So, have to sing a little bit more on social media and virtually versus, being out in the crowd. So just it definitely affected, but it affected in a way of like, okay, so how can we be creative to step it up and do more virtually?
Uh, okay. So where have you performed there?
I have performed some everywhere. I've had residencies overseas in China, Japan, Abu Dhabi. I've done cruise ships,
Ah,
um, uh, all of the islands. Um, I performed in lots of places in the United States as well. So yeah, just kind of been a little bit of everywhere. Not everywhere, but a little bit.
Right? Do you plan on traveling before once the pandemic is over?
Yeah, yeah, eventually. Like if when things calm down a little and we get a handle on the virus, I definitely plan to travel. That's one of the favorite things I like to do. That this job allows me to do.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. So what's been some of the challenging points in your career so far?
Ooh, challenging would be I would say the consistency of it all and me being consistent and the consistency of funds to fund projects and being a singer, being a working singer and being an artist alike. You just have to you're constantly on where's the next job, where's the next contract, where's the next. So I would say the definitely the consistency of having the funds to come in to support the artistry.
Yeah. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, so what have been some of the great highlights of your career so far?
I definitely had quite a few. I would say some of my highlights would include being able to travel.
Mhm.
Never really thought I would be traveling all over the world because of my gift. So thank God for that. That's definitely an added plus. Um, I have been fortunate enough to, you know, be on Sirius XM with Sway and on Fox 5 Atlanta News, Good Day Atlanta, Good Day New York. Um, I've been voted ATL's hottest female vocalist 2 times in a row. So those are definitely some highlights I would say that continue to push me forward.
Okay. Oh, wow. So I see. So where do you see yourself down the future, down the line, like 10 years from now?
Oh, 10 years from now. How old would I be? Okay, so I would hope and pray that I would have all of the other businesses that I have going well established where I can like
Yeah.
retire and sing if I want to. Um, but I just see more businesses being able to live the way that I want to and not really on anybody's time but my own. So yeah, more acting, more books, more songs, more albums, more projects. Just I can see that down the line, maybe a Grammy or two.
Mhm. I hear that. I feel you. So what inspires you? What gives you inspiration and hope?
Honestly, the people around me. I am surrounded by musicians and artists. You know,
Hmm.
people who have actually made it to the status that I want to be in, and I look at them as the success stories that I'm just like, oh, and everybody has a story.
Hmm.
So even though they are, Grammy nominated, artists or what have you, they all had a story in order for them to be in the place they are now. So just being around them and getting the support and hearing their stories, they always encourages me.
Okay, that's wonderful to hear. Yes. So what is it like to be famous? What's is it all it can be being famous?
Um, well, I wouldn't think that I'm famous. So I could just go off of what I would think it's like. I mean, um, I guess it depends on the type of fame. If you're able to still go out and do some things, I think that that's fine. But I would say a lot of responsibility comes with the bigger the fame is. So, you know
Mhm.
everybody's not cut out for it, but we have to just go with it and see how it works for each person.
I guess that's true. Yeah. So what's some of the best advice you've been given so far in your career as an artist?
Um, the best advice would be from one of my mentors who recently passed, Tony Taylor, which is someone who has been in the industry for years and years and years. He would always say to me, stay the path, stay the course, and confidence comes with knowing. So those things of just being prepared and continuously working on the craft and just constantly staying determined and staying the course regardless.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So what do I like to do for fun in your spare time when you're not performing? What do you like to do?
I love to get something really good to eat and curl up in the bed and watch a good like Netflix movie or
Mhm.
TV show or something like that. That's really my fun. I'm like really a square, but I love okay, online shopping. That's always fun.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I hear what you mean. Me too. Yeah. So what do you think? So what do you think we can do to change the world to make the world better for the next generation coming up? In your opinion?
Mm. In my opinion, I feel like my service would be to educate the young people coming behind me to give them what you know the hopes and dreams to follow. To make sure that they have someone to talk to, because sometimes achieving things is not always the easiest path. So just um, lending my resources and my ear and my helping hand for for the younger ones behind me.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. So so my next question is serious. How did the George Floyd incident affect you? How does this, this whole racism, thing affecting you? I mean, because it's so sad where the world is going right now. So how do you think? How does that affect you as an African woman?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just for George Floyd, but for so many.
Mm.
Breonna Taylor, and I mean, we can just continuously name. I mean, it affects because I am Black
Mhm.
and I'm a Black woman, and it is continuously shown day after day how we are not treated and respected the same. So, if anything, I do believe during that time I took some time away
Mhm.
from like social media and everything, just to honestly just cope with the social injustice, because it was just too much, and it hit home too hard because I have a Black father, and I have nephews and cousins, and this is you think about it, and it's just like it can be your family, and it has been me on occasions of being in a racist situations. And I feel like being an artist, a lot of times in certain situations, you see it a lot in the venues and how they treat you and those things. So it definitely affects, just because I'm directly connected to it because I'm Black, you know?
I guess that's true. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so what's next for you? Are you working on any new projects, any new albums coming out this year?
Yes. I've been saying for like probably the past couple of years that I have an EP coming out, but I definitely have an EP coming out this year.
Mhm.
We had to have to push back the date a little, so I'm not exactly sure about the date, but definitely spring, summer, will be finally releasing my EP. And then a few other things coming up, but I'll rather everything be set in place before I actually say what it is.
I definitely hear that. Like yeah, like I said, I definitely look forward to hearing it. Yeah. And how can we find you on social media? I mean, how can we get in contact with you?
Okay, well, it's always easiest just to go to BrittanyBloom.com. That's Britt ANY Bloom, like a blooming flower. And you can actually just put it in Google and all of my social media will come up. But on Instagram and Facebook, it's ITS Brittany Bloom.
Okay. And when you start performing again, do you think you might come to Boston for a show? Because that's what I'm at.
Yes, absolutely. If you know somebody, let's set it up. But yeah, I actually have a couple shows coming up in January, so it's starting to happen slowly but surely.
Because I'd love to meet you if you come to Boston, because I'm in Boston right now, so.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you know someone, let's try to set that up.
definitely. Maybe I can have you perform at my studio, be in the studio, so I can make it happen, so because I'd love to see you perform live in concert.
Yeah. That's my favorite. I definitely you get to understand who Brittany Bloom is live on stage. Mhm.
Yeah, and I'd love to send you some of my stuff too, so you can check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's set that up.
Definitely send that to me. I could try and send it to you tonight on WeTransfer. Is that okay, WeTransfer?
Yeah. Hmm.
Do that, yeah. Yes. Because like I said, it's such an honor, honor to get to talk to Brittany, and learn about you, your story, and because because like I said, you're such a great performer, it's just an honor to have you on my show, So, and
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Thank you.
I definitely appreciate, So, I guess my next question is, what do you want to say to your fans out there, Anything else you want to say to your fans, and how can we continue to support you and support your music? How can we,
I would just say, um, number one, thank you. Thank you for riding with Brittany Bloom. Brittany, the Brittany Bloom brand, definitely been at this for a little while. Slowly but surely, picking up steam. So thanks to all my Bloomies. But definitely just keep supporting by, streaming the music, just play it, put it off to the side, Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, the videos as well. Just stream the music. And I definitely have merchandise on BrittanyBloom.com. So, buy a shirt, wear a shirt, and I appreciate all of the support. Share,
Mhm.
definitely share. Let other people know that you like my music as well. So those are the free things. The free things are just, stream it and share it.
Absolutely, because I definitely love your music, and want to support you anyway I can, and I'm gonna send it to any of you right now so you can promote it, and share, so you can tell people that you on the Jaiye show, and he supports you.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna talk to you, and I'll send my music videos tonight so you can check them out, and we definitely stay in contact, okay? And
Okay. Okay. Absolutely. Definitely.
okay, so good to talk to you.
Okay.
Wish you all the best, and talk to you soon.
Same to you. Same to you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll see you soon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. Okay. Bye.